All right, next up, we continue along. It is I lost my screen here with all the games here. There it is. We've got Liberty and Oregon in the Fiesta Bowl. And this is one where, the Fiesta Bowl over the years is the game where we see the group of 5 team, the best group of 5 team get to play, a major Power 5 team. And that's what we are seeing here in this game with the matchup here between Liberty and Oregon. We've got Oregon right now, 17.5 point home favorite, or not home favorites, but 17.5 point favorites in this game. The total currently at 65.5, 66, pretty much across the board. I like over in this game. That's definitely the bet that stands out. I really don't like, from a motivational standpoint, Liberty's going to be fired up. Every one of these, and we saw it last year in this very game, Connor, Fiesta Bowl, where it was Tulane versus USC. You had the best group of 5 team that got this opportunity playing a great Pac-12 team. Tulane not only covered, they won outright against USC. Now, Dan Lanning is spinning it as best he can, saying we're fired up, we're excited. We're going to try to bring our best to the table. From all indications, Bo Nix is going to play. He's not opting out, but there are concerns that Troy Franklin, Tez Johnson at receiver might opt out. Tysheem Johnson and a couple others on defense might opt out. Bucky Irving has opted out, the great running back for Oregon, along with Jackson Powers Johnson, who is a good center for them on the offensive line, a couple in the transfer portal. This still got a lot of weapons, no question about that. But there are absences to name that, to make you aware of. The money's come in on Oregon because, to be honest with you, when you look at the Liberty schedule, especially when it comes to their defense, they have not seen anything like what they're going to see here with Oregon. And we're talking about a Liberty defense that we just saw them give up 35 to New Mexico State, 30 to Louisiana Tech, 35 to Middle Tennessee. Like, if they're giving up those kind of points to those teams, Oregon's going to be good to hang 40, if not 50. In this game, if they're locked in and they're dialed in, and Bo Nix plays and he plays at the level he's capable of, especially against a outclassed defense like this, then Oregon's going to put up a big number. But I think Liberty's capable of chipping in too with Caden Salter, pretty good run game, good offensive line. I know Oregon's defense can be pretty good, but in a game like this, like USC, it reminds me of USC last year. They gave up points to Tulane. I think Oregon will give up, at 20, 21 points here to Liberty, and Oregon can take care of the rest and get you, 45, 48. You get 21 out of Liberty, and there you go. There's your over for this game with these two teams. So I do like the total. I like over 65.5. At the initial opening number, 14.5, I wasn't that interested in Liberty, but it's getting up now more and more to the kind of number where I'm getting a little more tempted to take the big number with Liberty. I'm not there yet, and I do acknowledge their schedule this year, Liberty. It was pretty weak. Let's be real. I mean, that's the thing that really scares me the most, that Liberty, this is a culture shock for them. When your schedule this year has been Bowling Green, New Mexico State, Buffalo, Florida International, Sam Houston, Jacksonville State, Middle Tennessee, Western Kentucky, Louisiana Tech, Old Dominion, UMass, and UTEP. Like, this is just not even, this destroys, Oregon destroys every single opponent on Liberty's schedule this year. So this is a huge, massive step up in class for Liberty. So will they handle it? I'm not sure. I'm not laying this many with Oregon. I'm leaning a little more to Liberty, but I'm not sure I'll pull the trigger. But I will absolutely 100% be on the over in this game, 65.5. What do you think here, Fiesta Bowl, Connor?
Yeah, Liberty, just a great year, and they'll be pumped. But that defense is not very good from them. Like, they were just able, especially, outscore teams all year long. And Oregon, I think you look at their team total. Like, I just, how do they not get 49? Right around there in this game. So I just like Oregon team total, and the full game could get there. The big thing is Liberty, like you talked about, Savannah, just get 20. SC had 27, Cal had 19, Washington State 24. We know Washington got into the 30s. And some of the other, smaller schools, Stanford, Colorado, Arizona State 13. They did look good against Oregon State. The Oregon defense I thought was pretty good. Elite, I don't think so. So maybe, Liberty could get into the 20s, full game could get over as well. But Oregon scores here what they want. Like Ragu just put in the chat, I think they get around there high 40s, maybe in 50s in this game.
I think that's a very good possibility that they can do whatever they want on offense here for Oregon in this game. This is apparently I screwed up here with Bucky for Oregon. Bucky's playing, says Dan Lanning. Apparently that's a change of plans because initially he wasn't going to play, but Dan Lanning apparently on Friday, this past Friday, said Bucky's playing. So again, these things can change though. But as of right now, Bucky's in. Bucky Irving for Oregon, and we know obviously outstanding season running the football for this team. What 1063 in terms of rushing yards this year, 1,000-yard rusher in 13 games, 10 touchdowns on the ground, absolutely outstanding. And don't underestimate 400 receiving. Yeah, he's in. Well, that's huge. It's absolutely enormous for Oregon. So yeah, I like over certainly, and Oregon should put up a big number. But I think Liberty's putting up some points as well here in this game with their offense.